Good afternoon, YouTube. Xfile 2708 back again with another movie pickups video. So this is a trip out to Middlesbrough that myself and the girlfriend and her sister had earlier on this week. So we've got a combination of cash converters, charity shops and the two local CXs over Middlesbrough. So first of all, guys, I will say, as always, got a nice mixture of horror and non-horror. Some really nice additions to the collection and some really good prices as well, as you expect from one of my movie pickups. Right, first of all, guys, this is from Cash Converters. Now, both of these were opened when I took them to the counter. Habit now with me, as soon as I get to the counter, especially in this particular Cash Converters where I've had missing discs before, I ask him to open them up and make sure the discs are in there before I hand over any money and leave the shop. So discs are present with both of these. So first one, guys, there we go. We have It Chapter 1. So I think this was it 2017? Yeah, 2017 this one came out. So part 1 this one, guys. So I hadn't got part 1 or part 2 back in the collection at the moment. So it was nice to pick that one up. £2.99 on Blu-ray. So I think £1 or £2 cheaper than CX sell it for. So was quite happy to grab that one for the collection. So it is one that myself and Ghost Lou have watched together over both parts, and we really enjoyed it. For me, obviously not as good as the original. Back from, when was the original? I can't remember the year of it, but Tim Curry's Pennywise anyway, from, I don't know when it was, 90s? I can't remember. But yeah, that's my favourite out of the two. But part 1 and part 2, 2017 onwards, are both decent watches for myself and Ghost Lou. So there we go. There's the first one, guys. Next up, one of the Jason Statham action movies that had eluded me so far. So I managed to pick up quite a few over the previous couple of months, but this one had passed me by, so it was nice to grab this one. So Chaos, and it is actually one of Jason Statham's that I haven't seen before, so looking forward to checking this one out. And I think the other one that I've got over there that I haven't seen as yet is Mechanic. So any fans of this one, let me know in the comments. And this was a bargain price. Like I say, the sticker's been ripped, but you should be able to make out. Blu-ray, £1.25. So more than happy to add that one into the collection, and looking forward to giving it a first time watch very shortly. So there we go. Chaos. Next up, had to grab this one, 10p on DVD. I think I've mentioned on my pickups videos before, this particular branch of Cash Converters, they blanket price all of their DVDs at 10p a film. This was one that was on my eBay watch list to order, probably from the likes of Music Magpie for £2.20 or whatever, but struck it lucky for 10p. I got Team America World Police. So, haven't seen this one for donkey's years. Really fun, politically incorrect, dark-humoured cartoon from, when was it? Let's have a look. Oh, my life, the writing's really small on this one. When did this one come out? Can't remember. It might say in the tiniest of writing, bloody hell, it might say 2004. So but yeah, anyway, I haven't seen it for donkey's years. So definitely looking forward to giving that one a watch, and fingers crossed I can persuade Ghostlu. I think the humour and politically incorrectness of this movie will tickle his pickle quite nicely. So there we go. Team America, World Police. And then on to some charity shops. So I think most of them were 99 pence each, I think. So a bit more than I'd normally pay, but £1 for a DVD for a decent movie, you know, I don't mind. I know I get spoilt quite regularly with, you know, 5 for £1 and things like that. But in all honesty, if it's a film that I've got an interest in on DVD, then I'm more than happy to pay £1 for it, generally. So we have John Carpenter's Ghost of Mars. So I think this was supposed to be one of John Carpenter's later movies. It's one I've seen different YouTubers talking about, not in the greatest of light. I don't recall it at all, if I'm honest. I think the last one I might have watched around this era was Vampires, and I think this one came out after Vampires, so not one I recall. But you know, I do love my John Carpenter stuff, so you know, this is going into the collection either way, and it'll get what I think for me is a first time watch. I'm not 100%, but I don't recall seeing it before, so looking forward to checking it out and seeing if it's half decent. Fingers crossed it is. But yeah, like I say, it'll stay in the collection anyway. So there we go, John Carpenter's Ghost of Mars. One I've not seen in a long time, but a decent action film I seem to recall. And it is Face Off with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta. So many years since I've seen this one, but you know, I am on an action kick at the moment with what I'm watching. So looking forward to rewatching this one again shortly. Those of you that saw my latest movie watches will see that I saw Safe House recently, which is Denzel Washington and Ryan Reynolds. Do enjoy my Denzel Washington movies, so seen this one before, thoroughly enjoyed it, and again looking forward to giving it a rewatch again very shortly. So The Equalizer. Next up we've got a horror. Absolutely love this one. Hoping it'll play on my Xbox when I'm ready to give it another watch. I can't remember it. I think it was probably the Blu-ray. I've had 3 or 4 copies on Blu-ray over the years, and I've had no end of problems with Xboxes not playing that particular movie, which is all really weird. But equally, one of my friends as well, he's had exactly the same problem with this particular film on Blu-ray on his Xbox as well. So no idea what the issue is, but this is the DVD release of it, so I'm hoping there won't be any issues. And it is Drag Me to Hell. So really creepy horror, this one. It's not up there as one of my favourites, but it is one that I always enjoy, and you know, I'll probably watch it once a year maybe, something like that. But yeah, really good horror, this one. So I think it's Sam Raimi. So it says horror maestro director Sam Raimi makes a spectacular return to the genre with Drag Me to Hell. But yeah, there you go, look at that on the back of the box, that old woman there, and creepy as fuck. So but yeah, brilliant film. If you haven't seen it before, guys, highly recommend it. Right, next up in a snapper case, which looking at people's movie pickups videos that are into collecting the movies, these snapper cases are a thing that people randomly seem to enjoy being able to pick up with DVD movies. Doesn't exactly float my boat, but it's in a snapper case, so it's one that I needed as part of my Arnie series. So Collateral Damage. So, and I'm not too sure, I don't recall having seen this one before, so if anyone is a fan of this one, guys, let me know your thoughts, or if you're not a fan of it, let me know your thoughts in the comments. So it's always nice to have that interaction with you guys. So Collateral Damage, this one's from 2001 by the look of it. So, but yeah, in the old cardboard snapper case, look at that, with the old chapter selection at the side. So there you go. I've got a few of these snappers, but James, it's not a subset that I am going down anytime soon. So there we go, Collateral Damage. Next up, this is a movie spin-off as part of a TV series. Now, it's a TV series that's one of my all-time favourites. So if you know my TV favourites over the years, if you've followed me on the channel and heard me talking about TV series and movies and the like, you'll know it's probably one of two movies, but it is, there you go, 24 Redemption. So 24 and The X-Files are probably my two favourite TV series of all time, closely followed by Breaking Bad. So to get the Redemption movie as part of this haul from Middlesbrough, I was very happy to add that into the collection. So good old Kiefer Sutherland. So there we go. Next up, James, an item for my one of my subsets. It's an Alfred Hitchcock movie, and it is The Lady Vanishes. So I wasn't too sure when I saw this one in the charity shop if it was part of the Hitchcock collection box set that I picked up recently with 14 of his movies in. But yeah, thankfully I was able to double check that in the shop. It wasn't part of that box set, so I knew it was one that I hadn't already got in the collection. So looking forward to checking this one out. Let's have a look. When's it? Does it say when it's from? There you go. Bloody hell, that's an early one. 1938. So, The Lady Vanishes, celebrated for his suspense-packed thrillers, macabre plots and twist endings. Alfred Hitchcock even, is one of cinema's greatest auteurs. He directed over 60 films throughout his career, and The Lady Vanishes is one of his most significant pre-war British films. Starring Margaret Lockwood and Michael Redgrave, this digitally restored version of the film has never looked better. There we go. So yeah, looking forward to checking out that Alfred Hitchcock movie from 1938. So super happy to find these random Hitchcock movies in the charity shops locally. So there we go. Next up, really good action film. Saw it many years ago for the first time. Haven't seen it since, but it was definitely one that was on my radar to pick back up again and add into the collection. There we go. And it is The Sweeney with good old Ray Winstone. So mentioned him a few times in my recent movie pickups videos with movies that I've picked up with him in lately. So looking forward to giving this one a rewatch. So there we go, The Sweeney. And that was from 2013, this one. So heart-pounding action and epic car chases, it says on the back, with over an hour of special features. So there we go, that's that one there. And then the last one for the charity shop, guys, before we move on to the CEX pickups. We have a Tom Hanks movie. Not normally a fan of Tom Hanks, just one of those actors similar to Ben Stiller and Adam Sandler. Just one of those actors that I never took to over the years. I'm not even sure. I know this is classed as a bit of a cult classic, but I'm not too sure if I've actually seen it before. So as I saw it in the charity shop, 99 pence, I thought, right, let's add it into the collection and give it a watch. So it is. There we go. The Burbs Uncut. So one of those movies over the years, like I say, I'm not a big Tom Hanks fan at all. Did like him in Big, to be fair, so I wouldn't mind picking that one back up on DVD at some point down the line. But yeah, never seen The Burbs before, so any fans, let me know in the comments. So this is a movie late 80s, so 1989. Let's have a look. Tom Hanks portrays suburbanite Ray Peterson, whose plans for a peaceful vacation are disturbed by a creepy new family on the block in this outrageous suspense comedy directed by Joe Dante. There you go, and it's got Carrie Fisher in as well. So Carrie Fisher and Corey Feldman as well. So yeah, looking forward to it. It's described as a slapstick comedy and spine-thrilling mystery with the type of witty humour that has made Tom Hanks one of today's most popular stars. Not in my book, but there we go. So yeah, it's got Tom Hanks, Carrie Fisher, Corey Feldman in. So yeah, looking forward to that one. So I am going to leave this one off the shelf, I think, and I'm going to give it a watch over this coming weekend. So there we go. That's that one. So that's all of the charity shop and cash converters pickups, guys. So we'll move on now to CEX. So let me just have a slurp of juice. As I said in yesterday's video, it is absolutely wafting here up in the northeast. I think we're the last week or so we've had temperatures in the mid-20s. Which, you know, considering any of you that live in the UK, you'll be like, oh, it's always grim up north and the likes. But yeah, we've had some absolutely roasting. Well, no, I can't say roasting, but we've had a lot warmer than normal temperatures at the minute. So this movie room is absolutely roasting. So got myself a nice non-alcoholic juice. So until I go shopping later, and then I'm grabbing myself a bottle of rum in readiness for the weekend and some Pepsi Max Cherry. So can't beat Dead Man's Fingers and Pepsi Max Cherry. So right, not too many to go, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 8, 9 to go, including a really nice, for me, it's a really nice box set. Not everybody's favourite actor, but I love his early stuff, so that'll be shown last as it's at the bottom of this pile. Right, talking about ones that not everybody likes. You know, this is one of these horror movies that divides opinion. I know quite a lot of people that didn't enjoy it, but I didn't mind it, and I like the overall creepiness of it. There we go. So we've got The Boy. So not seen this one for quite some time now, so looking forward to cracking it on and giving it a rewatch shortly. So this is from, where are we? 2015, this one. So it's a frightening thrill ride directed by William Brent Bell, who did The Devil Inside, and starring Lauren Cohan from The Walking Dead. Ooh, yeah, I forgot she was in it. So yeah, looking forward to giving that one another rewatch. So any fans of this one? Like I say, I know it does depend. What the fuck? Yeah, that was definitely only tropical juice, guys. It wasn't anything else. But yeah, this one defied. Oh my god, it divides opinion. So let me know if you've seen it, which side of the fence you're on with it, guys. So there we go. We got there eventually, didn't we? The boy. Right, next up. First in the series, I think they did two of these, if I recall, with Kane from the WWE, isn't it now? So not WWF as it was originally. But yeah, starring Kane as the bad guy. So see no evil. So I did enjoy the first one. 7 foot tall, £400. A rusty steel plate screwed into his skull, and razor-sharp fingernails that pluck out his victim's eyes like grapes from a fruit bowl. Well, there you go. There's a description and a half. Meet reclusive psychopath Jacob Goodnight (brackets Kane, heavyweight WWE wrestling star), holed up in the dilapidated Blackwell Hotel with nothing but his nightmares for company. That is until 8 delinquents arrive for community service duty, along with the cop that put a bullet through Goodnight's head 4 years before. The game is on against this indestructible force of nature with a major grudge. But yeah, I think I've seen both of them, so I literally only got this one back in the collection for now. But I do recall enjoying it quite a bit. So looking forward to adding this one into the collection and on the pile for a rewatch. So there we go. See no evil. Next up, a steelbook. So Ghostler will be laughing. James will be laughing. This is not a rabbit hole that I am going down, but as you'll have seen from the previous movie pickups video, I think it was I think it was the Darlington one we did. I do, if I see a steelbook in CX and it's for a film that I enjoy and it's not expensive, I'm not going down the, paying £25-30 for steelbooks. But like this one, this was £4 for a trilogy steelbook. So I was more than happy to add this one into the collection. It is a trilogy I've already got on the shelf to the side of me over here. But for £4 steelbook, there was no way I was leaving it behind. Now I know my good friend Clint, Retro Rewind, is a big fan of the Back to the Future series, so let me know if this is one you've got, matey. But yeah, I was all over this one when I saw it in the local CX. So the trilogy. And there you go. There's all of the back of the steelbook, and then inside, it's actually quite a weighty steelbook with. There you go. There's the 3 movies plus the bonus disc. So yeah, Back to the Future Part 2, Back to the Future 3, and then 4th disc bonus features, and there's loads of bonus features on it as well. But yeah, really nice steelbook. So £4, that was definitely coming into the collection. And like I say, it is not a rabbit hole that I am going down, but if I do see one for a movie that I enjoy and it's this sort of price, then yeah, I'm going to pick it up. So I'm not going to leave them for somebody else to grab for their collection. So I do enjoy them, but I'm not going to be paying silly money for them this time around. All right. Next up, not too sure if I've seen this one before or not. This is from 1981, this movie, and it is The Munster's Revenge. So, big fan of the Munsters over the years. Always enjoy watching the TV series and any of the movies over the years. But yeah, not too sure if I've seen this one or not. So £2 in the local CX. It was definitely one that I was going to grab and add into the collection. 15 years after the Munsters left the airwaves in 1966, Fred Gwynne, Yvonne De Carlo and Al Lewis recreated their roles as Herman, Lily and Grandpa Munster in this macabre, madcap made-for-TV reunion. So yeah, if anyone has seen this one before, let me know if it was one you enjoyed or not, guys. So, The Munsters' Revenge. Next up, this was the second of two more that I needed to complete the original trilogy, if that makes sense. And it has got the slipcover as well, so I was really happy to add this classic back into the collection, and it is Raiders of the Lost Ark. So I'd picked up The Last Crusade, picked that up a few weeks ago from one of the local CXs, I think it was, or from a local charity shop. But yeah, I needed the other two to complete the original trilogy. Not too fussed on the newer ones, but for me, growing up, I was a teenager in the 80s, so the Indiana Jones were a staple, if you like, of my teenage years. Always something that we looked forward to watching every year when it was repeated over the Christmas holidays or the Easter holidays. So, but yeah, Raiders of the Lost Ark, guys, £1.50 with the slip. And then to complete that original trilogy, there we go, again with the slip from the same CX store. So super happy to be able to tick both of those off the list in one go. We have the Temple of Doom. So again, the slippy. All special features on them as well. So definitely looking forward to rewatching this trilogy through in order. So there we go, Temple of Doom. Next up, had to grab this one. So this is one of my all-time favourite slashers from the 80s. Probably, a lot of people pass this one by, but it's a big favourite of mine. May or may not be in my top 10 horrors of all time. You will have to wait till mine and James's video when it comes out, all being well, mid next week. But the movie is Maniac Cop. So I was umming and ahhing whether or not to grab the Blu-ray of this one. I know it came out on an Arrow release, but I think the Arrow Blu-ray hovers around the £10-12 mark at the minute. So when I saw it in the local CX for £4, I thought, right, let's grab it. It's the collector's edition. Let's grab it for the collection, and if I want to, or when I want to later on down the line, I can upgrade it to Blu-ray when I'm ready. So there we go, Maniac Cop on collector's edition DVD, and special features, scene selection, trailer, commentaries. And it says here, Synergy Showcase, featuring trailers of Exterminator, Frankenhooker, Red Scorpion, Basket Case 2 and Basket Case 3. There you go. So yeah, it's released by Synergy. It's a Region 0 DVD, this one. But yeah, it lists on the back those Synergy Showcase trailers. There you go. I won't move it too far to the camera because I know it doesn't focus in that close, but you can pause that, guys, and see for yourself the extras that are on the disc. So always a film that I watch again once or twice a year. So one of my favourite slashers from the 80s, this one. So super happy to have this one back in the collection. So that's that one. Now, next up, guys, one that I saw last year on the Fire Stick. Didn't get a chance to see it at the cinema. I wish I had seen it at the cinema, because I did really enjoy it. But I've mentioned before, with regards to new movies, generally I'll check them out on the Fire Stick. If it's my sort of thing, I'll then add it onto my watch list and pick it up on physical media at some point down the line, rather than buying it from the likes of HMV for $14.99 or whatever it might be when it first comes out, getting it blind and then not enjoying the movie and £15 wasted. So saw this one last year on the Fire Stick, thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, down to £4 on DVD in CX. So Evil Dead Rise, big fan of this one, really enjoyed it. So looking forward to giving it a watch, probably with Ghost Lou actually. I don't think I watched it with him originally, so I'll see if he fancies watching this one with me for an upcoming movie night. So there we go, guys. Evil Dead Rise. Right, quick slurp of the non-alcoholic tropical juice. Cheers. Right, and finishing off, guys, with a box set. So I mentioned partway through this video, this particular actor, not everybody's favourite. I love his older movies, not a fan at all of his recent stuff. For me, he kind of hit that age later on down the line where he should have retired from doing movies. He piled on the weight, he slowed down, he got people in to do all of his stunts for him and the likes. And the movies, he just churned out cheesy B movie after cheesy B movie, and they were nowhere near as good as his original stuff. But I managed to get with all of his original movies for £6, which is a steal for an 8 DVD box set. There we go. Steven Seagal. And it's all his original movies. And I think in this one that I got from one of the local CXs, I think literally 2 of the movies have been opened. The rest of them are all still sealed. But yeah, great selection of movies in this one. They were all ones that I needed to get back into the collection, bar Out for Justice, which I'd already picked up. So this includes Fire Down Below, The Glimmer Man, Exit Wounds, Executive Decision, Nico Above the Law, and Under Siege 1 and 2. So yeah, I'd already got Out for Justice, so I've put Out for Justice on the pile for the charity shop to donate. But yeah, super happy to add all of those. So I think there's probably a couple more Steven Seagal movies that I'm looking to get before that collection, if you like, is complete. So I am looking for On Deadly Ground, hoping I can pick that one up from a local charity shop. I think I looked on CX earlier, and I think it's £5. Is it £5? Yeah, I think it's £5. There's none locally, so obviously I'd have to pay £3 postage on top if I ordered it online. So that one's going to cost me £8. And however much I enjoy the movie, obviously it's got Steven Seagal in and Michael Caine as the bad guy. I'm not paying £8 for it, so hopefully I can grab it in a local charity shop at some point. Even Music Magpie, I think it's around the £6 mark with free postage, so it's not a cheap one, so fingers crossed I can come across that one in the wild. So there we go, guys. That's another movie pickups video done for today, so hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments any of those movies that you've seen before, whether you enjoyed them or you weren't a fan of them. As I said, always nice to interact with you guys in the comments, and I do reply to each and every comment. So as always, guys, please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be back later on in the week with another video. Bye for now, guys.